Well, hello there, people. I hope you've been keeping very well, and it's good to see you again in this format, this vlogging format. I've been meaning to do one of these for a while. In general, I've been meaning to make videos for a while, and now that I've been uploading some stuff and kind of getting back into the habit of it, I figure let's make one of these vlogs. I've missed chatting to you guys, hearing your feedback, as well as telling you what's been going on. And I think this vlog might actually be a slightly longer one because, well, with the last one being 3.5 years ago, you probably want to know about what's been happening in between, what my thoughts have been on the channel, as well as what to do going forward, etc, etc, etc. On that same note, I realise I haven't actually got a list of what I wanted to talk about in terms of, okay, Bruce, you should talk about this first. Do it like this, do it all consequentially. Sequentially, not consequentially. There's no consequences to a vlog, at least I don't think there is to doing this. But at least I'm going to try and do it in a sequential order, or an order that I feel is right. This is just going to be a raw vlog, however you want to view that. So, without further ado, what has been happening to the channel in the past 5 years? Well, personally, there's been a lot of things going on which has been mentally draining on me. Things are a lot better, i.e. well, I suppose I'll just come right out and say it. My partner and I, we are going to be getting married. There's no date yet, but I proposed to her on Christmas Eve, or rather our Christmas Eve, because the European Christmas Eve, excluding the UK, is usually the 24th, depending on the country you're going to, of December. So that is the good things that have been going on in my life. And speaking of my fiance, she is very, very happy for me to follow my passions, unlike what I was going through previously before I met her, which is why things kind of went radio silent on the YouTube front. Like, there was a lot less videos, and then it got to a point where there was nothing, and then I would try coming back, and then it would disappear again, etc, etc. But in short, me and my fiance, we've been together for over 5 years now, and again, she's been super supportive of what I want to do in the future, and I do miss the online space. The good news is I have been streaming in that time. I've been streaming for about 3 years now, although I've still got to figure out a way to do it to both Twitch and YouTube. I don't want to be neglecting my YouTube audience. However, at the same time, a lot of what I've seen means you have to pay to stream to more than one service at once, which sucks. It really, really sucks. And it's not just minimal costs either. It's usually quite something quite chunky. So I'm not quite sure what to do there yet, but that's what I want to do so that I'm engaging back with my original audience as well as future audiences. Anyway, other than that, I've been streaming, like I say. It's been very regular on the Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. Promise I'm not just pitching it there for you, for you to come on over and join, and me trying to wrangle you all on in. But I will put a description of the times for where I stream below. In fact, when this video goes up, I will be live an hour afterwards on Twitch. So if you did want to drop in and say hi, awesome, great. If you missed me, no worries. Put a comment in the section below and I'll get back to you ASAP anyway. But like I say, I'll put as much as I can in the description. I do have a Discord as well if you wanted to join and reach out to me there and just generally chill. I must admit, I'm not hyper active online because with what's been going on in life, I've been made very tired. Like, looking at the webcam now, I think you can kind of see black bags, but life has been very draining. Even before I met my fiance. See, I'm even losing my English. It's been that draining. I'm just becoming a gloop, a puddle, you know. And I am getting older, believe it or not. 40 years old. This boy is getting tired. This old boy is getting very tired. But my love is to be creating content, and my fiance, just going to throw that out there, my fiance is my true love, but my secondary love is reaching out to you guys, showing you content, hopefully entertaining you, and just in general, you know, just doing things. You know, I love making content, whether it be Let's Plays, guides, streaming, etc., etc. So on that front, you'd have noticed through the years, depending how long you've been subscribed to me, that the last few years I changed it from uploading content to the streams, and I've ended up stopping that because that is such a shift in content creation that I didn't want to bore you guys with just the streams. So instead of there being like a 10-minute, 20-minute video, it's all of a sudden, oh, here's a 2.5-hour chunk of content, 3 hours, enjoy. And not many people would want to react with that. I know if the shoe was on the other foot, I'd be like, ooh, not sure about this. Like, I might stay subscribed to the channel, but I'm not going to watch anything. So with that, I stopped uploading the VODs pretty quickly and started putting them on a secondary channel, which was Nintendo Streams. And also at the same time, I made a Nintendo Speedruns channel. And both those secondary channels I want to get back into, like I haven't touched them for a little while. The Nintendo Speedruns one is due to not having the time to focus on speedruns. I've got more Hades runs to upload, but I've wanted to branch into other games as well and just, you know, have fun and upload some, hopefully, pretty cool times. It's not going to be world record breaking or anything like that, but again, it's just to show what's going on, show what can be done, and, you know, build up a conversation from there. Whereas the Nintendo Streams one, I'm not going to lie, I got very overwhelmed in downloading the content just to re-upload again, which sounds super simple, and in fact in terms of content creation it's probably the simplest thing you could do. You just download a video and re-upload it again. You don't even have to put a description in, but I wanted to, and then once I stopped, or rather when I became intermittent with it and the sequence of streams kind of broke down, I just didn't do it anymore. So I want to restart doing that at some point, but not yet. My main focus at the moment is the main Nintendo's channel, as well as the streaming and being interactive with you guys, of course. So on that front, you'll probably notice lately that I've been getting back into the Yu-Gi-Oh side, as well as having another project, being the Gem or Scam series, which I've been enjoying. It's a love-hate relationship on that, because so far it's just been awful games and everything seems like a scam currently. I'll talk a bit more about that in a minute. I think let's talk about the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, because a lot of my audience enjoys Yu-Gi-Oh, and my channel's always been a bit of a weird one variety-wise, where it's dedicated to Yu-Gi-Oh and then random Let's Plays and then occasional guides, etc, etc. So with Yu-Gi-Oh, I still love Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm pausing there because it's been a bit of a journey when I gave Yu-Gi-Oh a break and then came back to it in Master Duel. So that's when I got back into it properly. That was 2 and a little bit years ago since its release now. And with that, there's all these different summoning mechanics that at first I was like, what the hell? You know, pendulum summoning, link summoning, what is this? I'll be honest with you, even pendulum summoning, I haven't got a pendulum deck in that game yet, but I plan to learn it still. I think the other generic things I should be learning also. Anyway, I've been learning quite a lot, and when I first got into Master Duel, I did the obligatory Yugi Boomer thing of making a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. I mean, you either made a Dark Magician or a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck, right? And with that, I soon found out that even with the support, I didn't recognize things like White Stone of the Ancients, and that other level 8 dragon, was it Spirit Dragon, I think? I can't even remember now because it's been a while since I've used it. I was getting absolutely railroaded in duels, wondering what on earth is this Ash Blossom card? What on earth is this access code talker? This is cheating. This isn't proper Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, proper digging my heels in and being like, no, I'm not going to change the way I play the game. That's not how you play. I will overcome this adversity. And slowly, I actually let go of those thoughts. I decided to give Speedroids a go from Blue Eyes. I unlocked it. For those of you that don't play Master Duel, what happens is you unlock secret packs by opening random super rares or ultra rares of particular archetypes, and Warp Speed Toys was what came out, and it looked interesting. I thought, you know, I've not seen or heard of them before. Let me dip my toes in the water, give them a go. And my days, I fell in love. I'm still in love with Speedroids. I hear there's even new support that's going to be released in the main TCG or OCG game at some point as well, which is exciting. But I soon found out that unless I let go of my boomer ideals, I guess you could say, then I wasn't going to be able to be any good, let alone make content for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And in turn, that could potentially fall into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card games as well. So IRL, for example. So with that, I've been still battling, you know, trying to get into certain archetypes, like there was Starry Night, Starry Dragon. I was trying to take that to Platinum status, which was the highest rank at the time in Master Duel. And then getting annoyed why I couldn't, because Starry Night, Starry Dragon, as much as I hate to say it, it sucks. It needs a lot of support. I'm still in the hope it gets support for Christmas. I really am, especially with the new release of some Halloween cards, which just came out of nowhere for Master Duel. Maybe there is a chance for Starry Night, Starry Dragon, but it's not looking very likely. Anyway, I'm I'm going off on a tangent here. Either way, I was still stubborn, and eventually I did make a Speedroid deck, both construction and gameplay, I believe. Well, the gameplay definitely. Did I make deck construction? I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe I haven't. I'm getting forgetful in my old age. What can I say, everyone? And the thing there, unlike Decade Duels or Millennium Duels, where that was my my stomping ground for Yu-Gi-Oh! I guess you could say, you know, my party. Because the card pool is being updated every so often, unlike Decade Duels or Millennium Duels, I'm having trouble focusing or realizing or even putting synergies together for all the cards that are out now for Master Duel. And with that then comes doubt in whether the content I'm putting out is actually appropriate for you guys, because I don't want you to think that I'm suddenly pushing out a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck. You guys look at it and then go, what the hell is this crap? You know, he's forgotten how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! What's going on? So it's not that I've forgotten to play and purposely shunting out something that could be considered just rubbish, but I want to give you guys the best kind of deck which could last a while, which the Maids Jumble Sale deck construction I did recently was one of those sorts of decks, which was really good, really reactive. I was super proud of it. And then literally a week later, the Forbidden list was updated to say, yeah, we're cancelling out the Perlerino spell card, field spell card now. Good luck. And with that, that kind of got my back up a little bit when it comes to giving you guys content, because I wanted to show you gameplay of that deck. And the problem was, because that restriction was now in place, that ban, that would have been silly to say, hey, here's what you guys can do with the deck. And then you guys can't use the deck to its full potential. So there's a lot of back and forth in my mind as to what I want to upload for Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've held on to so much content as well. In fact, there's some duels that I'm putting on right now that I wanted to put in a little compilation for you. I think what I'm putting is my Horus Jam deck. So it's Punk and Horus. Absolutely love it. It's a simple deck, but I think it's great. And maybe I will still make a video about it. Don't get me wrong, it's not meta, but you know what? It's still fun. You know, it'll definitely give you a chance if you've not experienced Punk or Horus before. So, yeah, we'll see on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. I will still be doing it. If anything, I might even be making more guides for it with like the solo mode, because that's quite specific and quite niche, that I can help people out with at the very least. But watch this space when it comes to decks and you know, decks and duels, I guess you could say. And that's the other thing with Master Duel. Because I'm a free-to-play player, I can't instantly get the new cards or supportive cards which can help certain decks. So it's an interesting time for my Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. But there is at least things I can do again, watch this space. Yu-Gi-Oh isn't dead in my eyes, but I'm just very wary of what content I want to provide you all. So on that note, what other content has been going on? As mentioned earlier, there's the Gem or Scam video series that I've been really getting into lately. I think I've done like 4 videos now, and there's a 5th video that's going to appear tomorrow as well. That has been fun. That has been fun because not only because my passion behind that was, well, let me tell you how it started. So I decided to not fall for a Steam key bundle scam, but I've been following something on Twitter. It's like an account which says, oh, this has been discounted on Steam. Here's what you can get for free, blah, 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 blah. And of course, me trying to save as much money as possible, thinking, oh, discounts, good times. And so I decided to buy this VIP Steam key bundle thing. So it was 5 Steam keys for, I think it was only like £3, £4, something like that. And it was promised that the content within was, what was it, 2 games that were over £40, and then 3 games that were over £30 or something like that. And 2 of the games were good. 3 of the games, my days, I just couldn't believe it. One of them was charging, I think it was like £200. It was like 3D Hidden Village or something like that on the Steam store. There was another which cost £80. Yeah, absolutely wild stuff. And I thought to myself, you know what, sod this. I'm going to make content out of it. I want to do a blind Let's Play of these. Surely they can't be that long, judging by a couple of the trailers. Let's go for it. And on that note as well, my first one that I did, which was Bad Guy Adventure, that was when I didn't have a great microphone either, and I'd held on to the video content for about a year because I wanted to do another video alongside it, but I never got around to it. And again, with the microphone quality, I thought, this isn't good enough for the viewers, you know, for all of you watching. But I then decided to bite the bullet, set it out there, and I'm actually happy I did, because now I've been playing other games to give my reviews on that, do little Let's Plays of them, and then be heavily disappointed. Don't get me wrong, so far all of them have been bloody awful, but it's got me in a habit of making content, and I enjoy doing it. And in fact, there was, I wouldn't want to put their name in, but there is a commenter who said, oh, you know, good to see you doing this new series, and that's all I want to do. If at least, let me start that sentence again. If at least one person is enjoying the content and I'm enjoying making the content, then that makes me happy. That is what I'm going to be doing. And I've got a feeling it might even turn into an investigation series. There's a current bundle I'm working through where I've played through 3 games, and there's similarities between them all, as well as it looks like review botting. What's the word? I can't even explain it because it's so silly, and I want to make sure that all 5 games fall into the same category first, and it might even result in an investigation on the seller as well. It's not going to be huge, but it's got me excited. And I'm no journalist, okay? I'm no CoffeeZilla or anything like that. But if there's something I've got knowledge about that I want to delve into, then why not, right? Why not? And if you guys enjoy it again, great, I'm going to keep on doing it. So do let me know your thoughts on the Gem or Scam series. I know it's not Yu-Gi-Oh! And I know it's not exactly a Let's Play, but technically it is a Let's Play. And that's what gets me going as well, because that's going back to some of my other content I used to do. Doing a Let's Play of a game rather that I've not played before, enjoying, commiserating, just, yeah, playing through it and trying to make the most of it. I'm saying trying to make the most of it because so far this Gem or Scam series has released some stinkers, but I would love to know your thoughts on that. And with that, I suppose the last form of content then is the guides. So as I mentioned, I do want to do some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel guides at the very least from the solo series, besides the general deck list and things like that as well. But I'm also wanting to do guides on other games, like I did with Explosion Man. Like I loved making a guide for that. Mega Man, oh, I loved making guides for that. But it's just the time investment, because at the moment work takes so much of my time. I've then obviously, like I said, got a fiance who would require some time. It's not like you could just say, and I'm hoping you all can understand this, you wouldn't just turn around to your partner and say, all right, well, you know, I know I haven't seen you all day after working, but I'm just going to jump on the computer now, make some content. You stay right there, or better yet, make dinner. We'll maybe talk then. Okay, I know we'll just be eating and then maybe going straight to bed, but then we'll talk. Oh, we're falling asleep. Okay, well, we'll talk tomorrow. No, we can't do that. Can't do that. So that's what's been going on in my mind. I've been trying to juggle the time between the standard content that I want to make, the streaming that I'm doing consistently as well, which I don't want to lose. You know, spending time with my fiance in our new place. By the way, you've probably seen from previous vlogs that this room is not familiar, and in fact you might not see this room in the future because this is a temporary room before I go back to my stream room. It just looks more stream worthy, don't get me wrong, there's no RGB lighting or anything like that going on, to a degree, but that is a better room and that's going to get sorted out in a couple of months time. But yeah, my fiance and I have been very happy moving into this place. We've been here for just over a year now. And yeah, just enjoying life, enjoying the independence again as well. So anyway, I've kind of gone off on a bit of a tangent there, but the big thing is managing my time is quite hard, especially with some mental struggles that I'm going through right now. And I know some people talk about mental health, and it might seem like there's a lot of people talking of burnout on YouTube or even streaming and stuff, but it is a thing, you know, it is a thing. And taking a moment to say that you could end up with, not you as in you, but me, you know, saying that I've got mental health struggles and then trying to confront it, it's a good thing for that to happen. But I've been constantly tired and headachy for the past, I don't even know now. And then it came to a head a couple of months ago where I just got so exhausted, sick, etc. And I've been signed off work for a little while. And even now, talking to you guys, I promise it's not you, it's definitely me. I'm still very tired, very headachy, sometimes losing my sentences or what I was even talking about. And yeah, that's kind of rough. That's kind of rough. And I mean, I say I'm old, but I'm not that old where I should be suffering long-term health things, right? In theory, especially just from being tired. So there's a lot to manage at the moment. On that front, though, the future of the channel. So I will still be making content. If you didn't get my passion enough from what I've been saying in this video so far and what I've been working on, I'm definitely still going to be making content, still be streaming. That's my thing. You can't take that away from me unless I'm ill or a dire emergency has happened. And I still want to be chatting to you guys and know what your thoughts are. And on that front, if you've got a suggestion for the channel, I think I might have mentioned this already, but do put it in the description below and I'll take it into consideration. It's not that I can do it immediately, maybe, but I will definitely consider. And like I say, if you wanted to drop in on Discord as well, you can do. Feel free to send me a private message there if you wanted. But yeah, things are happening. Things are happening. So just as a summary with the future of the channel, there's still a Nintendo, still be doing things with Yu-Gi-Oh, but it will be sparser. There will be Let's Plays, at the moment mainly of Gem or Scam, but I will be doing other Let's Plays as well, so there's two types of Let's Play there. And then I will be doing guides as well. So that is what is happening with the channel. We're kind of taking it back to how it used to be, but at a very conservative approach. So I think that's about it, everyone. Other than that, I mean, if you've got me on Steam late, you know what? Let's talk about some of the games I've been playing. Just very, very briefly. I've been really into Deep Rock Galactic and playing with people as well in the Discord, as well as my fiance. She adores Deep Rock Galactic. Just going to throw it out there. And if you haven't played Deep Rock Galactic, I heavily recommend it, especially as it usually goes on sale quite often. And the DLC they release, it's only cosmetic. And that's the commitment they've done as well. If you just buy the base game, then you're not missing out on actual mission content or anything compared to someone who's got all of the DLC. So yeah, that is a super good game, especially with mods. I highly recommend it, just period. I've also been playing a few other things, like I've been playing Slay the Spire. That's something I wanted to do videos on. I'm very close to Ascension 20, which is the highest difficulty level, and I want to do videos on that along with the secret boss fight as well, because Slay the Spire 2 will be coming out at some point, which is great. I also want to... I can't wait for Subnautica 2 that's been announced very recently. Oh, I mean, the trailer doesn't give you much to go by, but the fact that it's now announced and early access for 2025 is there, you know, it's been announced, that's going to be something huge. I can't wait for those. I adore the Subnautica series. The first one more than Below Zero, but I can't wait to see what they do with Subnautica 2. And there's been other games I've been playing in between. Obviously Hades 2, the early access, solid if you haven't got into that just yet. Yeah, I realise this video is going on for a little bit, so I won't tell you what else I've been playing, but if you're curious, then let me know, and I will explain what I've been going through. And what I've been going through, that sounds like the mental health struggles. I could talk about that if you wanted to, but I would tell you what games I've been going through and what's really been what I've really been finding exciting lately. So on that note, again, do put your comments in the section below. It'd be good to know how you're doing in general, so don't be afraid to do that. Again, Discord link, Twitch link, all the socials in the below description. And with all of that in mind, I want you to take care of yourselves. And I will see you again soon. Bye-bye for now, everyone.